Hey YouTube, this is Mammoth Weasel coming at you from the great Indiana wilderness, and we're playing with plastic bags again tonight. We've got a bunch of different kinds of plastic bags we found in a dumpster, and tonight we are going to make JOCOMP. And JOCOMP is short for Josie's Composite, and that's because my wife, who is a no-shit genius, Josie, showed me how to do this. And you know, the basic philosophy behind this thing is, okay, this is what's in our landfills. This is what's in our dumpsters. This is what's right now is a big ecological disaster. But in fact, 6 months, after a major social breakdown, or Vlad the Impaler invades or whatever, okay, and we're in a suburban or urban survival situation, people are going to be mining this shit like gold. Okay, people will be digging in landfills for plastic. And here's why. People keep talking about, well, I'm going to live off the land. Homer, you ain't on the land. You're in downtown Dubuque next to the Jiffy Lube someplace. And when all this shit goes down, and what's on the land is not stone knives and bear skins. It's going to be plastic bags and aluminum cans. And we've got to learn how to use those to stay alive. What we're going to do here, in this case, is what we need is a flat surface, a piece of cardboard. We're going to take plastic bag scraps, or in this case, I'm just going to take one piece and I'm going to fold it over. So I'm going to turn 1 ply into 4 plies. Take a simple piece of copy paper, which is, this shit's going to be around too. And then I'm going to take one of these, which is of course an iron. Alright? Now, if we don't have any power, we don't have an iron. People were pressing their pants a long time before Proctor Silex came up with this bitch here. Okay? You could use, let's say, how about a pan? Okay? Fill this full of hot coals. Okay, put on some gloves, take a rag in each hand. Does exactly the same thing. It's not that tough to do. Any heavy piece of metal will do it. We're going to take our iron and we are going to apply pressure. We want to make sure that whatever we use is not hot enough to scorch the paper. That's the big telltale when you're doing this. If it scorches the paper, it's too hot. Now, different kinds of this plastic, okay, are used in bags. Some stiffer, some thicker. And it also, when you make JOCOMP out of it, it makes different consistencies of material. Some you might want to use more plies, some less, depending on what it is that you're trying to do with it. Here we're using a simple plastic garbage bag, okay? And we're using 4 plies. And like I said, just copy paper, cardboard, heat and pressure. Now there's a certain artistry to this, and after a while, you get a little bit better idea what you're doing here, but there's no real rule. This all varies with the heat of the object you're using, the kind of plastic, how thick it is. Okay, so let's see what it is we've got here. I'm going to let this sit a minute. Let it cool, and it should start to bubble up by itself. Okay, the paper will actually begin to let go by itself. Do my edges just a little bit more. And you can make as big a piece of this stuff as you want. Okay, you just, keep moving your cardboard underneath, your copy paper on top. You can make this stuff by the yard. And, of course, the reason why you want to, I'll show you in just a minute here. Okay, and we're going to peel our JOCOMP up. I'm going to let that cool just a minute. trim my edges just a little bit. This stuff is very, very easy to cut, like with scissors, but as you'll see here in just a second, okay, JOCOMP. It's very easy to cut, it will not tear. This is the leather for the New World Survivor. Okay, this is the stuff that we're going to have instead of mammoth hides. You take enough of this, stick it together using simply heat and pressure. Okay, it requires no glue, requires no sewing. All right, you can make almost anything out of this. It's a very durable material. As I said, it will not tear. In this, like with this many plies, it kind of has the feel of cloth. Okay, it's more of a cloth-like material. You might want to make clothes, something like that out of it. You use different kinds of plastic. Okay, here's another consistency. This might make a good raincoat. This, okay, turned out to be a much stiffer consistency. But this would make it excellent, because this is translucent, it would make an excellent skylight or a window in a shelter. This is a little bit thicker. In fact, it's double the ply of the first piece that we made. You could actually use this to make shoes out of, okay, if you wanted to. And one of the most wonderful things about this stuff, okay, I'm going to take this one long piece, I'm going to fold it over. Take my piece of copy paper, put it right along where the two ends are, and again, I'm just going to apply heat and pressure. Cool just a minute. Remove my copy paper, and I have a waterproof, durable seam, okay, that is as durable as the rest of the composite. That is not going to come loose, okay, and like I say, it's watertight, airtight, requires no sewing or adhesives, simply pressure and heat. So we're going to be going on, we're going to be making some stuff out of this, and I'll show you just how versatile it can be. But when I refer in my videos to JOCOMP, this is what we're talking about. Don't worry, YouTube, Indiana's holding.